Hey YouTube, here with the deck profile here for my Blue Eyes White Dragon deck. Built this deck recently with some new additional cards that I was able to get over the past week or so. And so now I have it actually built and run a couple times, so pretty decent actually. So let's get into it. First off, I run, of course, 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons in the deck. Um, standard for Blue Eyes White Dragon. As well, I run 2 Blue Eyes alternative White Dragons. I'm only able to get my hands on 2 of them, but they really are great and run into it. Because I don't have a third, so for now, for it, I'm running a Galaxy Eyes Photon just in case my opponent has any XZ's monsters on their field. I can actually use it to help battle against them, and it's also a great search card at times. Next, I run 2 Dragon Spirit of Whites. Pretty decent card, especially when the normal special summon actually allow you to destroy one of your opponent's, or actually banish an opponent's spell or trap card, and then helps you special summon a Blue Eyes that's in your hand. For the last level 8, I run a Dragon Court Hexer. Haven't gone into him much, but I decided to have it so I can go into my Ultimaya or my Phantasmal Lord, just whichever one I'm playing on. So I thought it'd be a pretty cool card to use. Also, pretty good defense in case I need it. Next, for the tuners, I run 3 Maidens with Eyes of Blue. Pretty standard. I don't have any of the Sage with Eyes of Blue, so I run 3 of her, and she does pretty well giving me my cards. Next, I do 2 Whitestone of Ancients. Really good card to actually discard and then allow you special summon Blue Eyes, as well as banish it from your graveyard to get to special summon a Blue Eyes monster. And so Dragon Spirit of White, as well as your Blue Eyes alternative, or even just regular Blue Eyes, are all great cards to summon out with these. Next, I have 2 Whitestone of Legend. Just helps me get a Blue Eyes in my hand, depending on what type of play I want to make. Next thing to help with the Sage cards I don't have, I run 2 Protect with Eyes of Blue and 1 Master with Eyes of Blue. These 2 allow me to special summon a level 1 light monster. And then with their ability as well, I can actually tribute an effect monster with that and actually special summon a Blue Eyes from my hand. And so using him with Maiden actually is a pretty cool ability because she allows me to special summon a Blue Eyes from my hand, deck, or graveyard. Using him allows me to special summon from my hand, so I can actually get 2 out and do some plays with that. So either Synchros or even some XZ monster. And then Master just allows me to recycle him back into my deck. For the rest of the monster lineup, I have 1 Keeper, 1 Honest, and 1 King of the Swamp. I do like running these synchro plays, so that's why I have King of the Swamp helping grab out Polymerization as well as using for the substitution. Honest just helps defend with some monster attacks, and then Keeper of the Shrine brings them back and just a tribute summon if I really need to get Blue Eyes and I can build a special summon, especially against a Disaster Dragon deck that I run. That's why I kind of have him to help go around it, see how it would work. So he's a good card to use. So that's the monster lineup right there. For the spells, I run double Melody Awakening Dragon. Trying to get a third one, but what this card does lets me discard a card, so I can discard my Whitestone of Ancient or my Whitestone of Ancient or the Whitestone of Legend, and so that allows me to get some Blue Eyes. So I actually use this for a Blue Eyes alternative as well as a Blue Eyes monster, so that I can actually get those cards going. So it's a really cool spell. Because of the monster high level 8s, I do 3 trade-ins to help me get some more draw power in it. So it's pretty effective and pretty cool. Next, I run double Dragon Shrine. Helps me just get some cards in my graveyard, such as Keeper or even a Whitestone of Ancient Legend, which allows me to get my Blue Eyes either on my field or in my hand, depending on what I need. Return of Dragon Lords, a good special summon for one of my monsters to get them out, as well as if a monster would be destroyed, level 7. Yeah, if a Dragon type monster would be destroyed, just banish this card from my graveyard, so it really helps with the protection effect. So I'm trying to get another 1 or 2, just trying to get them. Silver's Cry, another monster, just trying to get some monsters back on my field if I need them. Card Advance helps me reorganize my top 5 cards, as well as get an additional tribute summon. For the more single cards, I run a Dragon Shield, and then Polymerization and Fusion Substitute. Helps me fusion some of my monsters I need, and then as well uh, save a dragon type monster that I have that I need, just in case. Like if I can just use them just to destroy opponent's monster, that'd be great. And then helps me open up my destroy their field and open up mine to do more direct attacks if I need. So that's the spell lineup. And then because of all the monsters and spells, well, majority of the monsters, I have very small trap lineup. So I have one fusion reserve to either add a fusion monster that I need or bring back a polymerization. Shadow spell to deal some direct attack, as well as Sakura-to armor, help deal with some attack from my opponents. Drain shield to get some life points if I need it. And then last but not least, Jar of Avarice to recycle some cards back into my deck. I know I can make these this deck a lot better. Just some cards that I had and I wanted to try out. A little different. Not going to be very competitive deck, but just something fun. So that's all the that's the main decks. I really don't have a side deck at the moment for this build, but I will sometime soon. So hopefully we get it. But next for my extra deck, I run two Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragons. Just pretty standard. Helps me get when I get my Blue Eyes out. And the reason why I run two is because I have a Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate, only one. So using his ability, I can actually get another another attack. So having two, get them in my graveyard, and allows me to bring them back when I have a Zero Eyes on my field, which can, since they're normal monsters, bring them on 400 to a 4,500 attack monster. Can't beat that. So it's very useful. These three. I have a Dragon Master Knight. That's why I had the King of the Swamp. If I'm able to have a polymerization, have King of the Swamp, get a Blue Eyes Ultimate. I haven't gotten into him yet. I thought it'd be cool, interesting to see if I can get him come out. So I might check him out whenever I find another card to use to buff him for. And then I play a 5-headed dragon. If I have the right conditions, a majority of my deck is dragons. So if I can get most majority of the dragons on, I can get him out and see how he runs. I run a Phantasmal Lord. Because Dragon Core Hexa and Blue Eyes White Dragon, or even the other monsters that are level 8, and actually get him out and get him just if I want to go on the offense, or if I really want to get some level 8 monsters or lower, I have Ultimaya for that. So these two cards are being run. They're going to also be running my Synchro deck, but I decided to put them in this deck just to see how they would run it. As well with this build, because of the Blue Eyes, you gotta have a Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon. Try and get a second one. So for now, I just have the one. It's pretty decent to help stop my monsters, opponent's Pendulum Summonings. So that's pretty cool. And then as well, I have him, so I can use him to summon a Zero Eyes. I have two of them, great, because they're very helpful in protecting monsters as well as reviving my normal monsters from my graveyard. So recycling my Blue Eyes monsters, as well as my Dragon Spirit of White, since it's a normal monster while in hand and in graveyard. And so it allows me to bring summoning back, destroy, and being level 8, get into my rank 8 plays. The monsters I can use for Ultimaya, I use Black Rose, Clearwing, and Scarlight, because the majority of my monsters are 3,000 attack, well at least or higher. Scarlight can help me get rid of, destroy them, but also inflict some damage, burn damage to my opponent. Clearwing to get across some of my opponent's effect monsters, and then Black Rose if I really need to destroy the entire field and just reset. But luckily with Return of the Dragon Lords being in the deck, if it's in my graveyard, I can use it to protect Black Rose and be able to at least direct attack for 2,400 without anything really bothering, unless I have they have a Battle Fader or something to stop it. So that's all for the Synchros. For the XZs, all I have is a Thunder End and a Galaxy Eyes Armor Photon Dragon. So this one requires 2 level 8 normal monsters, while this one requires 3 level 8. Gone to him actually a couple times, pretty cool. Actually allows me to detach an XZs and then target one face-up card and destroy it. So actually pretty decent attack. Don't have no other Galaxy card, so I can't use his first effect, but that's fine. Just really useful card. And then Thunder End, just so if I really need to clear board of monsters and go in for attack, he's useful. Alright, so that's all of the cards I have, the monsters and spells for this Blue Eyes deck. So if you have any suggestions on how to make it better, please let me know. Also subscribe to my channel for any trade binders or any trade cards I have, as well as more deck files. Catch you later.